Let's go to tonight now. We have a lot of games to get through here. We'll start in Baltimore, where the Orioles are now 3 full games back of the Yankees in the AL East. They have the Giants coming in. They've lost 4 in a row. They'll have Blake Snell on the mound tonight. Albert Suarez goes for the O's. Giants minus 115. Orioles minus 105 with a 7.5.
You have to take the Orioles because the Giants have folded up shop.
I agree. They have completely shut it down at this point. Snell pitched a game, a week and a half ago. Remember, he threw 40 pitches in the first inning. He was like, I'll see you guys later. I'm tapping out, so we'll see you later on. So, anything's possible when it comes to this stuff. So I'm with you.
He wasn't even injured. He just said, this sucks. I'm out of here.
I'm taking the rest of the day off. I'll see you guys later. You guys figure it out for the next 8 innings. The Braves, now 1 back of the Mets in the NL wildcard, are in Cincinnati against the Reds. It'll be Grant Holmes and Brandon Williamson tonight. Minus 145 for the Braves, plus $1.20 for the Reds, and an 8.5.
It's got to be the Reds, man. I think the Braves, the pressure's getting to them, and they're starting Grant Holmes. Who?
Who?
Honestly, let's go Red Legs.
Why not? The Dodgers are in Miami against the Marlins, South Beach, to see Scoop Mish the next couple days. Bobby Miller and Darren McCaughan going tonight. Minus 215 for the Dodgers, plus 180 for the Marlins, and a big fat 9.5 with a couple guys with some big ERAs.
Yeah, Dodgers run line and over. This is going to get ugly.
It certainly is. Big game for both the Guardians and the Twins tonight. Again, in Cleveland, Zebby Matthews and Gavin Williams are the starters. Minus 145 for Cleveland, plus 120 for Minnie, and an 8.5.
Both of these pitchers are so awful. I'm on the over. They'll have 8 runs by the 3rd inning.
I'm with you. I like the over tonight in Cleveland as well. The Red Sox,
the Guardians too, because the Twins are also. We're now rooting for the Tigers, so every night we're betting against the Twins to ride out September.
The Red Sox are in Tampa against the Rays. Nick Pivetta and Shane Baz tonight. Minus 130 for the Sox, plus 110 for the Rays, and a 7.5.
Nick Pivetta may have the name in baseball that every time someone hears it, they think the Red Sox are going to win because they have Nick Pivetta. But Nick Pivetta, where I come from, is Hairdryer City. Give me the Rays. Easy money tonight at the Trop. Nick Pivetta loses every time he pitches.
He does. And by the way, Brandon Lau, 4 for 16 with 3 homers off of Pivetta in his career.
Rack it up. Ring the bell.
Just wanted to slide that one in for you. Brandon Lau tonight with that. The Mets, of course.
Slide it in. Oh, wham. White Snake,
Tyler Megill for the Mets. Mitchell Parker Lewis can't lose for the Nats. Minus 165 Mets, plus 140 Nationals, and a 7.5.
It's got to be the Mets again because they mean business right now. Mets, run line, plus $1.30, over 7.5.
Tigers again in Kansas City against the Royals. Casey Mize and Cole Reagans tonight. Minus 160 for KC, plus 135 for the Tigers, and a 7.5.
Don't call me Larry Mize and the Detroit Rock City Tigers. What's in your wallet? Cash plus money.
The A's are in Wrigley against the Cubbies. Both teams really playing it out the string. Mitch Spence and Jordan Wicks tonight. Minus 155 for the Cubbies, plus 130 for the A's, and an 8.5.
John Wicks 5. Don't tell me it's not happening. Give me the Cubs.
John Wicks 5. Philly is in Milwaukee again against the Brewers. Zach Wheeler and Frankie Montas tonight. Minus 135 for the Phillies, plus 115 for the Brew Crew, and a 7.5.
It's got to be the Brew Crew at plus $1.20. Are you kidding me? $1.18. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go indeed. We'll slide one more in here. Pittsburgh and the Cardinals. By the way, Skeens pitched great again last night. And I did see a few people including our own Scoop Mish this morning, say that they still think that Steen should win the Rookie of the Year, Scotty, by the way. There's still people that do believe it. I know that the odds board doesn't believe it, but there are people who believe Steen should win that award. Bailey Falter and Lance Lynn tonight, minus 155 Redbirds and a 7.5.
I'll take Falter in the Bucks at plus $110, and we haven't heard about Jackson Merrill for about 12 days. What happened to all that knobbing him every day?
Toronto is in Arlington tonight against the Rangers. The Basset Hound against Nasty Nate Eovaldi, minus 135 for Texas, plus $1.15 for the Jays and a 7.5.
Yeah, I think Eovaldi beats the Basset Hound. Give me the Rangers at Globe.
The Diamondbacks are in Colorado again. As we mentioned earlier, they've lost 3 out of 4. They could really use a win tonight. Jordan Montgomery will be on the hill. Ryan Feltner for the Rockies. Minus 155 for the Snakes, plus 130 for the Rockies, and an 11.5.
Yeah, I like the Rockies and Montgomery on the run line at minus $1.05. And believe it or not, the under 11.5.
White Sox and the Angels again in Anaheim, as bad as it gets. Davis, Don't Call Me Dean Martin, and Griffin Canning tonight. Minus 155 for Anaheim, plus 130 for the White Sox, and an 8.5.
Over and the Angels.
Yeah, it feels that way over for me as well. It's very hard to bet the White Sox. The Astros and the Padres are in San Diego at Petco for the soft serve ice cream. Hunter Brown and Michael King. Good pitching matchup. Minus 120 for the Friars. Even money for the Astros and a 7.5.
The Padres are 21 games over 500 for the first time in 14 years. Let's make it 22 games over with Michael King tonight and the Friars at Petco.
And finally, the Yankees are in Seattle. Now, this is probably, Scotty, the latest in a season I remember the Yankees taking a West Coast trip. And there's only 2 weeks left of the season. They never play well on the West Coast. So they're going to be in Seattle and then in Oakland this weekend. So hopefully things will go well for them. Louis Heel and Brian Wu tonight. Minus 115 for the Yankees, minus 105 for the M's, and a 7.5.
I got Wu-Tang Clan at even money this morning. Give me Seattle.
You know, that's a tough bump in the schedule for the Yanks. They usually take all these West Coast trips are usually over by September. Last 2 weeks, Seattle's actually the one spot I'll say, Scotty, where they play okay. Oakland and Anaheim, for whatever reason, they never play well in those two places. But Seattle,
inexplicable.
They've played okay in. They've played all right. And actually, you're getting a number on Judge tonight, which is very rare. I saw Judge at plus 3 at one place, plus 325 at another. You usually don't get Judge that high. Seattle, obviously, always a low run total, not a lot of runs. Maybe a little Judge tonight, Scotty, against Brian Wu. Out there in the Pacific Northwest, since it's a nice price.
Well, I hope so, but
he
he hasn't been hitting them. He hit the one on Sunday to dead center about 500 feet. That was crazy, but he has not been hitting him. He's got one home run in 16 games, whatever it is.